Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Yusuf. Welcome back to Planet Crafter, and things are going tolerably well. We are 1/3 of the way through the flora stage and getting to trees. I do need to give biomass generation a kick, and a bit more oxygen generation wouldn't hurt either. Pressure and heat are going up quite nicely. The car has got maximum speed and essentially unlimited range now, courtesy of having the oxygen generator built in. Drink beans. And I need to figure out what and where I go next. So, let's see, what are my options? Building stuff. I've got an algae generator going, that should be okay. Start getting some more flower spreads on the go. 2 bottles of water, 2 super alloys, and some more fertilizer. 2 bottles of water is easy. Fertilizer might be a little tricky. And I'll need to check the ore pressures for super alloy. Hopefully there's some. Hope it's the first step in the road to disappointment. Okay, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Dolomite. No, that's right. I'm going to have to make some super alloy then. Right, let's shove these in to process. What's this one? Nothing. Okay. Dolomite. No, well, 3 and 3. Just to speed things up a little, run them in parallel. Done. Okay, water. Water. Take 2 from there. And actually take 3 from both, because I need some for myself, and I also need enough to run this super alloy. Not super alloy. Flower spreader. Right, fertilizer. What do I need for fertilizer? 3 shots of algae, sulfur, and eggplant. Do I have some eggplant ready to... No, I don't. That's irritating. Fine, that will simply have to wait for a bit. Let's shove the algae and everything else back into storage. And then I think go exploring. So, eggplant, algae, nitrogen, zeolites. Standby, the logs are relevant. I've got water. Need some food. Beans needs food. Not necessarily Heinz, but that would require the development of tomato sauce and a cooking range, which technically I do have access to, but not immediately. Okay, so the eggplant needs some time to develop. Once done that, get a second shot of fertilizer built, and roll from there. In the meantime, though, check the back of the trunk. No, that's cobalt and iron at the moment. Oh, is that the weather, or is it about to start raining rocks again? It's about to start raining rocks, and I think this might be osmium coming down. Let's go have a look. Okay, we have sulfur. We have... Come on. We've got a blue glow for a reason. I want to know what that reason is. Got some loose... That's ground sulfur. Why have we got blue rocks coming down? There's another impact. Not too many of these. Oh. You know, I think this might be osmium. And yep, it's osmium. Okay, good to have. Saves me having to scramble around to get some. That being said, not sure exactly how useful it's going to be. What do I have on the go that needs osmium? Open to argument. Space display. Quasar quartz for some reason. Condensation needs super alloy. Would let me do better food though. I do have spare circuit boards. So, titanium, silicon, magnesium, iron, cobalt, and I've got some aluminium in here. So we'll weld that up into super alloy. Then find a circuit board and then make myself a cooking station. Should probably put it somewhere nice and discreet so that I don't burn the place down, but hey, let's cook with a view. Now, what does this let me build? Soup, beans, fish soup, chocolate, flour, croissant, cookies, and birthday cake. Yay! Admission that you've been stuck down here for a whole year. Huzzah! Of course, we need honey for that, which means we need bees. We also have to start growing wheat. So this is largely irrelevant, at least until I can get a more advanced ecosystem going. Alright, food and water replenished. Stash the osmium. How's the eggplant doing? 65%. Alright. Let's go exploring. Because if you remember, there's that osmium laden cave that I couldn't get through earlier. Or rather, could have done, but didn't want to, had other things to tackle. Oh, we actually have flowers growing. Handy. Alright, hard to... I also need to check out the lower level, because that's where they said insect larvae should develop first. Oh well, one thing at a time. Back to the... well, this is now the zeolite zone. Suspension. Can't drive over those, unfortunate. Yoink. Fishtail, but who cares? Come on. Sort yourself out. Good little buggy. Thankfully, the seatbelts in this thing are really, really good. Okay, so we have our descent line. Round and down and round and down. Come on. Engage. No, 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 fine. Reverse it is. Okay. Let's have a look at what we've got here. Bonk. So first and foremost, we've got, okay, the access point to the cave. Rocket engine, yes please. Explosives, super... You know what, all of that's useful, and we'll deconstruct that as well, because frankly it's just going to get in the way. Burn. More explosives. Aluminium, iridium. Seed tuskers are useful. Explosions? Nope. Interesting. Although, you know what? In a moment of extreme stupidity, we'll plant a... leave a bomb here. Trigger it. Then back up. And did that do anything to the larger explosive? No, it didn't. Pity. Okay. Lift pass, slip through, turn on the lights. Right, let's see where we go from here. Yoink. So we've got alien fungus sort of things. Another crate to raid. Come here. Oh, explosives, an oxygen fuse, I'll definitely have that. Aluminium's got its uses. And the Borrelia seed might come in. Let's stuff some of this in the back of the trunk. It'll all help. Alright, onwards. Oh. Hey! Did not expect this. Looks like solar quartz and a lot of it. And apparently a giant solar tree of life. Yeah, there's nothing metaphorical about this. Task: anticipate future life forms. Larvae and life forms appear underground on this planet. Like blueprint trip and drone log. Let's have a look in here. Crates. Rockets, iridium, multiplier fuses, more super alloy. It's all useful stuff. Let's see. What's your deal? Beyond being, you know, a giant tree where there shouldn't really be one. Those are leaves, not solar quartz. Huh. So where's... if this thing is photosynthesizing, where is it getting the light from? That's curious. Okay, waterfall. Anything past here? Ah! That's the ecodome. This is the other sinkhole. So the waterfall separates the two and they're actually connected underground. So we found essentially another sector of the underground proto-life zone. The tree's a bit of an anomaly though. Okay, let's go round, see what we can find. I probably could drive the car through that lake, but it seems superfluous. Back up, back up, back up. I bet these are osmium geodes. Yeah, they definitely look osmium, don't they? Alright, grab a bomb, let's see what we get. Bomb. Okay, and bomb. Bring a bomb. Run like hell. We have osmium rod and osmium. Okay. Well, I won't lie, the osmium rod's going to save a lot of mucking around later on. Okay, boot is full. Yank. Onwards. What else have we got? Looks like... okay, there's the tree again. What happened to you? New message. Anticipate future life forms. Okay, so they were on the life form phase. Osmium rods. And hold off on the osmium for a moment. Now we've got all these odd crystalline structures. Hang on, that's something I... is that something I built? Yeah, that looks like the oxygen bunker I created. Ah, we're back in the underground proto-life cave. So that is one of my old oxygen bunkers. So this must have been frozen up last time we came through. Okay. Save some mucking around. Chug a bit more water. And... orcs. Little of note, right. Back on the go, I think. So, the osmium underground area connects to the main life cave, which connects to the tree cave. They're all essentially one bit of the same mega zone. And super alloy I'll take. Eggplant, yeah, you know, a couple more food growers won't hurt. Leave it sulfur, I've got plenty of that upstairs. Not an immediate concern. Alright, so we've got the underground river. Better reorient off the bunker. That's actually a very good question. Where is the bunker? I have a compass. Okay, so there's the bunker. So turn southeast, give or take. And we should head back. Come on, steer. We should head back across the zone and find the attempt to get a trade caravan going. Very approximately. Okay, elephant there. What's through here? Oh, we're back into the Dust Bowl. Brakes, don't need to go off the side there. Map. Okay, so yeah, we have come out below the starting zone. We are back at the Dust Bowl. Right, about face. This has done its job for the moment. Through here, trace back. Turn north, well, east-northeast. It's got itself stuck. Can I move it? No. Well, that's convenient. Okay, what do I really need? Yes. Cobalt can go. Let's retrieve. I don't really need to worry about retrieving because I can just teleport the vehicle back once I get to home base. Okay. Why I'm dithering still, I don't know. Retrieve that later. Let's push northeast for a moment. Jetpack, go. Still tracking back out into the Dust Bowl. North and east, okay. There's the double chest that we were looking at earlier, so I'm back at the bunker. Oops. Okay, fine. East it is. East, east we go, ever east. Try not to admit just how lost I'm getting. What's this way? Back to the sober tree. In fact, very back to the sober. Can I use these plants for anything? No. Okay, southeast from here. Oh, there's a chest by the tree. Didn't see that before. Snippier seeds, super alloy. Grab the alloy just for reference's sake. Let's try this way. Yeah, Mom. How lost am I? There's a question. Aha, now we're back to the trade rockets. So if I keep tracking south and east from here, we should come to the Iridium Zone. I still don't know what these are about. I've seen this rock formation several times. I initially thought it was a seed cluster of some kind, but it's not doing anything, which is a bit of a puzzler. Next oxygen bunker. Okay, so I am tracing my old steps from earlier. Might as well fill up. Chug some more water as well. Keep tracking east, and this should bring me up through the Iridium caves. Should. There's a lot of heavy lifting being done by the word should there. Well, another storm coming down by the sound of it. Blueprint chip will do. Some stuff here that I can deconstruct, and oh yes, the seed repository. I deliberately left that, didn't I? And they're still pushing future life forms here. Okay, bingo! Bottom of the Iridium caves. Looking good, looking good. Right. Next job, up. Not there, that's actually a geometry error. Okay, and not down to the lake of lava either. That seems like an excellent way to die. There should be a way up from here. So, there we go. That plant looks climbable. And we've come out, back on the surface, and there is the base. So yeah, the entire lower zone is thoroughly defrosted. I am more interested. We've got all this iridium still, but I've got no polyquartz and no solar quartz. Just lots and lots and lots of iridium. And lava. Don't forget the lava. Okay, and speaking of the lava cave, wow, okay. 1, this place is thoroughly defrosted. 2, it's actually kind of pretty now. And 3, all of that is of absolutely no use to me in terms of getting things done. Alright, pop an oxygen capsule. And I hate to say this, but more eggplant. Okay, got some obsidian then. Here we are. This is the cave entrance I normally use, except now it's mostly overgrown, which it wasn't before. So this should bring me out at the back of the base. Yay! Success! We have ferns, we have green. Okay, mostly green. There's quite a bit of yellow here as well. I need to get to the garage and recover the buggy. For the moment, though, stash off these seeds. And the osmium rod, and we'll shove those 2 chips through blueprint processing. 3 chips, apparently. Okay, I can make explosives. I can make tier 4 GPS. And tier 3 boot size. That will actually be worth doing. Let's see what that needs. And retrieve the buggy. Alright, first things first, recover vehicle, there we go. Inventory increase, tier 1, 2, 3 magnetar quartz. And another tier 2 inventory module. For which I'm going to need silicon and fabric to make 2 bits of T1s, then more fabric and ultimately to make a T2, then magnetar quartz. Where the am I going to get magnetar quartz? I haven't seen hide or hair of this stuff. Okay. New plan. Rockets. Let's see. GPS satellite, tier 4, 2 super alloy rods, and a circuit board. Well, the circuit board's easy, the compass is easy. The super alloy rods, I might have some in storage. I've got 1. I need a boatload of super alloy to do the rest, though. Well, I've got the raw materials for it, I suppose, but more to the issue, we have eggplant. What do I need? Fertilizer again? 3 shots of algae, 2 shots of eggplant, and some sulfur. Sulfur, algae, sorry, eggplant, 1 shot of algae, 2 shots, 3 shots of algae, bubble that into synthesis, and we have our second bag of fertilizer. Alright then, flower spreader. Okay, got everything we need. 325 oxygen. Check my power. 5.6 kilowatts. I need to build another power generator. I can do fusion generators now, but I need pulsar quartz for those. And I need uranium. How much does this need? 40 power. Could I jerry-rig with a solar cell? To a limited extent, but need some uranium rod, really. Right. Let's grab some squash and some beans. And some more water. Right, uranium. How much pulsar quartz? The other option is I go hunting for pulsar quartz, because I do know 1 cave that's got the opportunity to bring back a lot of the stuff. Yes. Yes, that's definitely the way to go. I only need about, what, another 3-4 bits to really get that done, get a fusion reactor going. Okay, let's stop. Alright. 3 iron, 3 cobalt. 3 silicon. Okay, 2 aluminium. I need magnesium. Iron, cobalt, titanium, silicon. Should be able to make at least 2 bits of super alloy. Go, then some magnesium, some titanium from the other crusher, if there is some. Okay, we've got the magnesium, but we're coming up short of titanium. Vexing, but there we go, there's some. Yoink. Air filter will help with oxygen development. Fabric calls me a methane cartridge. Reduce oxygen consumption. 3 bits of super alloy and some aluminium. Okay, I need 5. Right, no, that's the priority. I need 5 bits of pulsar quartz. I've got 2 here. And I I think that might be the number. Oh, I've got mail. Message from Starform Robotics. We know what you did to our robots. Our technology of autonomous terraforming is state-of-the-art. How can you stop such an open door just for your profit? This is completely illegal and actions will be taken to prevent you to continue your vile task. It wasn't me. It was someone else. They're not going to believe a word of that, are they? Oops. That could be awkward. Does this mean I'm going to have people trying to sabotage me? That would be extremely unwelcome and rather antisocial of them. Alright, let's get the air filter done. Right, osmium, bioplastic, methane. Should get some methane from here. Perfect. Oh, and an oxygen cylinder. Perfect. Right, bioplastic. 1 and 2. And it was osmium, wasn't it? Oh, there's some more pulsar quartz in that container. Alright, air filter constructed. Pull the spacesuit off and equip the air filter. Right, so oxygen consumption reduced by 1.9 units per second. Stow the spacesuit. Okay, 3 bits of pulsar quartz, 2 bits of pulsar quartz, 4 bits of pulsar quartz. Are you joking? Am I really just 1 bit short of being able to build a fusion reactor? Yes, I am just 1 bit short of being able to build a fusion reactor. Why? Why? Fine. Okay, fine. At least it's an easier thing to get. Now, from memory, there is some pulsar quartz in the, well, what is now the desert sinkhole, or at least just to the southeast of it. So if we go for a reasonably quick drive through here. Okay. Through the arch. And then take a left here. Don't go off the waterfall. Here for the moment. Snag some bauxite, might come in handy. Past the... yeah, that's the waterfall that leads down to the desert sinkhole. And then in here, we have got a generous supply of pulsar quartz. At this point, I think cleaning the place out is the logical thing to do. Because if I can get a total of 6, I can build 2 fusion reactors, and that will solve my energy needs for the time being. Anything else worth having? Probably an army of murderous robots, yes, J-Dog. Probably. I was hoping for more than that. I've got 7 in total. No. That's a bit disappointing as quartz deposits go, and I think I've cleaned this cave out. Oh well, maybe it's just a starter and I'll get the opportunity to pick some more up later. Or maybe there's another branch to the cave here. Nope, that's the exit. Pity. Alright, let's go. I suppose the good news is it might take me a while to get here with the army of murderous robots. Unfortunately, I do not have any options with which to deal with an army of murderous robots, so the situation is a bit precarious if they do in fact show up with an army of murderous robots. I may need to do something about this. Anyway, back through here, take a left, back to home base. Try not to crash too badly. Yep. Wee bonk. Hard left here, big thread between the two lakes. And we're back. Okay, right, so fusion reactor. Bonk. And we'll plot this reasonably decorous distance away from anything. Okay, fusion reactor online, 1485 kilowatts of power to work with. Which means I can hopefully get that next flower spreader going without completely trashing the place. Right, let's see, Tusker seed is 400%, Humblia seed is 600, so far better. Right, one more bit of super alloy. There we go. Alright, flowers. Flower spreader tier 2. Plant. Humblia seed. Engage. Oxygen production 1950 parts per quintillion. Excellent. Just what we needed. Oh, and grab some more water. Right, oxygen consumption still needs another kick, doesn't it? What can we do with that? First and foremost, I need more super alloy. Explosives, unsurprisingly, requires explosive powder. Who could have seen that coming? So, start crushing down standard metals to make alloy, I think. Also drop this bauxite into the crusher. Might save some mucking about. 1, 2, and 3. So yeah, there's a polyquartz node of some sort apparently, which I haven't got access to yet. Little bit awkward. Right, let's see. So, 1, 2, 3 cobalt, 1, 2, 3 iron, 1, 2, 3 aluminium. Grab some super alloy out of habit. Save some mucking about. What do I need to get the tier 4 GPS running? Compass nodes, of course. What else? Multiplier, heat multiplier, drones, map information. Right, 1 super alloy rod and 2 circuit boards. Okay. So, I need magnesium, silicon, and titanium. Silicon, magnesium, silicon, magnesium, titanium. Anybody score some reserves of titanium? No, just so I can get those little glowy flowers going. Well, hey. spun up. And I need another 5 to make a super alloy rod. Let's drop off the quartz and the various other bits and pieces. Don't need those immediately. So, titanium, wherefore art thou titanium? Have some more dolomite. Shove this in the crusher and hope we get lucky. I could. It depends how solidly the robots were built. If the robots were built to withstand my driving skills, then this could be mildly problematic. Nothing there, but we did get some aluminium. Nothing there, but we do have some magnesium. So, yoink, silicon. Right, 2 bits of titanium. How hard could it be, really? Okay, there's one. And 2. Yay for not having completely mined out the sulfur desert. Actually, I should check here as well, see if it spat out any titanium. There we go. Some sulfur as well. Okay, so that ore extractor is actually producing a vague amount of titanium, as distinct from the crushers for some reason. Sometimes the statistics god just does not oblige. Right, cobalt, iron, magnesium, and aluminium. Cobalt, magnesium, iron, and aluminium. Go that. Yay for having grabbed that bauxite. Right, cobalt, iron, magnesium, silicon. Cobalt, iron, magnesium, silicon. One more bit. Cobalt, iron, magnesium, silicon, titanium. Cobalt, iron, magnesium, silicon. Oh, and some aluminium, so I need one more bit to make the rod. Titanium? Fine. Hit the ore extractor then. Or maybe get lucky cruising over. There we go. Yoink. Come on. Alright, that compacts super alloy, which in turn compacts the super alloy rod. And I need a compass. Silicon, magnesium, aluminium, aluminium. Check the buggy. Aluminium, aluminium. Silicon and magnesium. There's the magnesium. There's the silicon. Right, compass. Done. Okay, so rocket engine, compass, super alloy rods. I think it needs some osmium as well, didn't it? Where did I leave the rocket engine? There it is. Okay, let's go see if this will do the trick. Or more likely, see what I've forgotten about. I mean, it's mostly hydrogen sulfide that stinks. Oh yeah, 2 circuit boards. Well, if need be, I can scavenge up from one of the local ships, but I think I've got one circuit board. Do I have another? Am I going to have to Yep, I am going to have to disassemble the cooking station. Oh well, wasn't using it anyway. Chug some water quickly. Alright, let's get them Tier 4 GPS into orbit. Yoink, Tier 4 GPS established and launched. Do your stuff, Jeb. Keep it pointed the right way, please. Jeb? 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 Well, I suppose he hasn't hit anything. I'll give him that. He didn't hit anything. I am making a lot of allowances here. Alright, tree stage is complete. We are starting to develop insects. Excellent. Sorry, we are in the tree stage now and developing towards insects. Still need to give oxygen and biomass generation a kick, however. Alright, map. We have full zoom out and can now move the map as well. So it looks like the Dust Bowl... Dust Bowl covers a lot more than I thought it did. In fact, it's covering to the tune of half the map. Okay. There's a large green area that looks undeveloped. Automated crafting, not sure I need that. Okay, that's all end of the world by the look of it. So there's the Starform landing site. Desert sinkhole. Lava cave. My base. Oh, you can even see the drills working away. Yay! Flooded area. Hold on. There's a chunk to the northeast here. Did I ever... That's the robot graveyard, but I don't think I ever checked anything out much beyond it. There was a frozen sector here, wasn't there? An area that's covered over. Huh. Okay. So northeastern part of the robot graveyard might be a good spot to explore. Right, food. Grab some more beans in reserve. Can we get any more useful terraforming done? Need fertilizer to get the flower spread going. What we could do, where's the machine optimizer? Explosives, uranium, and short of uranium. Ore extractors. Aluminium and iron to get more food growers up and running. There's something to be said for that, simply because it would let me stand by a bit more eggplant. There we are, food grower. We'll get these built. Right, just a couple more seeds in to get that developing. One of eggplant and one of beans. There we go, more reserves. Dump the rest, it's all secondary. Oh, I wonder if that's why I need drone logs. because, hello Penguin, the drone logs would prove that it wasn't me who sabotaged the drones, hopefully. I don't really think I sabotaged the robots. Okay. Boop. The problem is, of course, somebody did sabotage those, but let's go and take a look at the robot graveyard and probably dig myself deeper on charges of sabotaging the innocent, adorable robots. And while we're at it, ooh, yes, we can go and deconstruct the legally distinct Origin 600 series. See if there's anything to be learned from that. Oh no, my suspension. Come on. Here we go. And here we are. Okay. Stop. I can still kind of decide if that's a giant onyx outcrop or if it's silicon. Or if it's just random terrain. Right. Let's see. Burn. There we go. Right. Deconstruct engaged. Removed. Now then. Come on. Finish deconstructing. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Flashlight on. We've got growth tubes. More debris. Uranium rods need that. Superalloys need those. Bacteria will need those eventually. Sulfur can wait, I've got plenty of it. Circuit board. Circuit board. That. More rods. Oh, we can definitely get some more heaters going, can't we? Meeting conference. And oh ho, message terminal. Spacesuit Glittex. Wow. How much? Ooh, 1200% tree seed. I'll have it. More uranium. Hit the multiplier fuse. Now, what's the story here? Mission briefing. Your task requires the utmost discretion. Starform Robotics is currently deploying new autonomous terraforming system on this planet. They're using various drones. You are to understand and analyze their technology and do what you can. Once done, leave the planet as discreetly as possible. Sentinel Core year 3055. Hooray! It's provably not me. I mean, I don't give a damn that Sentinel Corps just implicated themselves in a bit of corporate sabotage. Unfortunately, the question is, will Starform care? Probably not, so brace for incoming murder robots. What's through here? Looks like he was deconstructing the various bots to figure out what made them tick. Iridium rods and superalloy, can't raid that. Lots of iridium. Why did this guy bring so much iridium to the planet? Unless he was planning to make a very large bomb. Mind you, the guy had a budget. I mean, how rich do you have to be to fly an Origin 600? Yunk. Okay. Well, I mean, we've got evidence of that it wasn't me. They're really not going to care about that, are they? Boop. Okay, so all of the iridium rods. Drop those into stowage. What suspension? Yeah. I wish I had a good counter argument to that. I don't. But thankfully, the buggy can take it, so let's go. Right, northeast, we're trying not to beach. Looking for the robot graveyard and seeing if anything manifested and opened up over here. Bounce. Okay, and welcome to the robot graveyard. Looks pretty solid here for the moment. Scrape the paint a little. Is that obsidian? Nope, it's uraninite. Pretty useful stuff. There's a fair amount of it here. Jetpack. No, nil of note. Map repeater says... Yep, robot graveyard. Okay, I'm pretty solidly stuck as well. Oh well, let's hoover up a bit of uraninite. It'll give the ore crushers something to work with. Still need to find out where I'm going to get a magnetar quartz from. That's got the potential to be tricky. There's the buggy. Good. Right. Bonk. Let's go. Just trying to see if there's some way to calm down the Dust Bowl a bit. I'm guessing that'll tie into the terraforming, and I don't fancy trying to navigate that with just the GPS coordinates. But for the moment, push on and see what we get. Side, brakes. Come on. There we go. That's a very old planet up there. Oh well. Define odd, I suppose. Right, more rods. Super alloy. Tusk seed will come in handy at some point, I suppose. Anything else of note? Not hugely is the answer. Let's try and get some altitude. Bonk. Alright, so we have the lava caves and home base to the south. The obsidian forest, I suppose? And looks like a base of some sort to the north. I think I've raided that once already, but let's go give it another look. Obviously checking all the crates along the way in case there's anything useful I missed, like fuses, super alloy, and explosive. All of that's useful. Right. Food is full again. Come on, swing over. And brake. What happened to you? Ongoing task, trying to establish Terra token space trading viability. Well, at least they've got this one on the surface. For all the good it seems to have done them. I'll take the rocket engine without question. No sign of magnetar quartz, however. Oh, crash trade rocket. Come on, what do you got? Precious little of use is the answer to that one. Precious little of use. Right, Premier tree seeds. There's no more doubts that humanity is actually sabotaging our collective efforts here. I've been following the interval. Human entity signal retrieved. Right behind me. Oops. I'm guessing that robot never sent its report. Okay. Well, let's try the base. Like I say, I think I've already cleaned this. Well, been through the place once. But we'll see. I also need to watch the fact that my food level is down to 50%. Well, health level. But I did bring some beans, so I can sustain a little longer. Ditto water. Oxygen, of course, is refilling every time I enter the buggy, because that now has its own oxygen supply. Yaha! Okay. And yeah, I've been here before. Note the oxygen bunker. Still, might be able to get places that I couldn't before. Or at least loot things that I wasn't interested in before. Baseline materials. Okay, bunker access. I think the other thing I need to do at some point is get down here with... Is it pulsar quartz to power a fusion generator in these bases? I think so. Some of these doors might be openable. Something in there. See if there's an access point. Don't think so. Oh. On a globe of the world. Interesting that that's shown in its current semi-terraformed state and not something else. Alright, demolish. These stairs, let's see what we get. Yeah. Minimal interest. Oh, Terra tokens and a rocket engine. Heat multiplier fuse won't hurt, but we'll yoink and yoink. Now then, tread over here. What are you? Lootable is what you were. More Terra tokens. Not much else unless I start stripping some of these machines down for circuit boards. Boink. I think that's the entrance bay I came in through earlier. Right. Animal effigy, Sharky. Okay. Sharky is officially cute. Right, beans, water. Hold oxygen for a bit. Okay, so we're back at the control room. Let's ignore the stairs and check this passageway. More cash. And a fusion reactor. Okay, I need pulsar quartz at some stage, because I think that's what this needs to bring the power back online. It should open up some doors. Right. Let's Thermal aero to level is low, that's what the oxygen capsules are for. Past the hose, that's another useful marker. And into what looks like a wrecked arboretum. I think I've been here. Yeah, I've definitely been here, but I left the, no getting up there either. Okay, back to base. Build what we can. I think I've got two bits of pulsar quartz left. So I should be able to power 1 or 2 reactors. Let's just see what's available. Alright, thread my way back to the ladder. Pull out. Oh, wow. Is that just random detail? I can't deconstruct this door. Yeah, I definitely need to come back here with a bit of pulsar quartz and power that fusion reactor. Alright, home. True. Or I'd just be building new ones. In fact, no, let's be honest, I would just be building a new rover every so often, wouldn't I? Yoink. Heading vaguely back towards home base. There's a sulfur desert, take a left here. Through Petra. Hang on right. Do bad things to the suspension again, and we are home. Near enough. There we go. Okay, right, let's plant the trophy. There he is. There's Sharky. Yay, Sharky. Right, map terminal is fine. Core, new tech. Oh, that's the crash ship we got to the southwest. And we have the Saboteur. Okay. So, can we give anything else? How much explosive have I got? Because I know I've picked some up. Bingo, 2 bits of explosive. An oxygen multiplier fuse. Cobalt. Good, we can give the flower spreader a kick. Machine optimizer will put it just in range. Should do the trick. Then fit it with an oxygen multiplier fuse, then check what this is turning out. 1100%, so 3,500 parts per quintillion per second. If we can get another couple of batches of fertilizer made, get another flower spreader going, that should work out. Right, so 1, 2, 3 bits of algae. What else did I need? 2 bits of eggplant and some sulfur. Sulfur. How hard can it be? You'd think I'd have some just lying around. Apparently not. Let's go hit the ore extractor. And I need to get that uraninite processing, don't I? Yoink. So, 1, 2, 3. 1, 3. Okay, fertilizer. 3 bits of algae and 2 bits of eggplant. 3 bits algae, 1 bit eggplant, 2 bits eggplant. Need to wait for the rest of the eggplant to grow back. Fertilizer done. 2 water bottles, nice and easy. Go stuff another flower grower. Then we need to get you a seed to work with, and you won't take the Prunea seeds, so we'll just give you Tusker seed instead. Not quite as efficient, but it's still another 3,000 parts per quintillion per second. So I'll take it. Don't think I've got better seeds available. 250, 200, 400, 1200. No, basically I don't. Oh well, every little helps. That should have given... Yeah, there we go. Oxygen's now advancing decently rapidly. Heat could stand a kick. So, explosive powder and more super alloys. Terrific. That's going to need sulfur and baseline iridium. Well, iridium's easy, sulfur's easy, it's just a bit of a pest is all. Okay, drop off the iridium rods of the circuit boards. Super alloys more of a nuisance than anything. Still, I can get baseline iridium from the cave, that's not an issue. Sulfur from the desert is likewise nice and easy. The real issue is just getting my hands on enough super alloy to keep building the heaters. Right, 1. And at some point, yes, I do need to dig out that bit of pulsar quartz and go see what is being behind that reactor. Come on, bounce. No? No, fine, be like that. Yoink. And it wouldn't hurt to kick another rocket or 2 into orbit either, would it? See if we can get some boosts there. Plant growth in particular. Okay, I'll have that super alloy, and the tree bark's useful as well, and that saves me a trip to the Sulfur Desert. I hope. Might need to go and get some more anyway. Why is that water glowing slightly purple? Is it atmospheric effect off the iridium and everything else, or is that a hint? boost. Plenty of iridium. Right, let's go follow this waterfall back, see if there's anything of interest to be had. Come on, up, up, up. Track it back. Now, where are you? Nowhere in particular is the answer to where you're coming from. What are you hiding, if anything? Solid rock. And, oh hey, that's a... This is all lava. The floor is lava. The central column is lava. Yeah. Very pretty, but a bit of a dead end. Oh well. Around the night. Oh, oxygen's running a hair low. Okay. I think we're done with that. I haven't been up this tree before. Might just be a quick loop back. Alright, blow my last oxygen capsule. Let's see what we got. God is a lava fall. A very pretty lava fall, but it's a lava fall. Another box. Oh, explosives and fertilizer, uranium, super alloy. I'll have it. That's all useful stuff. In fact, let's drop off that bit of iron and grab the last iridium rod. Save some mucking about. Anything else of note? Ooh, another box, and hang on. Droid. Oh, it's raining osmium again. What happened to you? Not sure. Okay, well, we'll... Ah! Secret chest. Zeolites, tier 2 fertilizer, pulsar quartz. Excellent. Right. Drop the iron. Don't need that. Chug my last water bottle. Yes, I am purely making space for loot here. Quartz. And Humblia seed. Starform effigy will be useful. Don't have a use for tier 2 fertilizer yet, but remember that that is here. Okay, not sure how it got up here to die horribly, but hey, well that's the point. It should have a comm node on it, shouldn't it? Comm node? Hello? Hello? No. No communications, no, just its inventory pack. Oh well. Job, let's head home. We've got another droid here. Blueprint chip. Yeah, we'll lose one of the bits of iridium. Make space for that. Alright, let's get back to base before the oxygen runs dry. There's the exit. Okay, so remember that climbable route. There's some stuff up there that might come in handy later on, and we've got pulsar quartz spare, so we can now power the fusion reactor in the base. I think it might need a fusion cell rather than a bit of quartz. Might. Alright, quick check of power settings, 1300, plenty available. Eco code microchip. Okay, we have flares available. And next concern is heat. Well, we'll get one away immediately. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Check your output's being boosted. Yep, 500% output, good. Which is all that we're going to get out of that machine node. Okay. Food. Alright, next job is explosives. Need more sulfur. The other concern is going to be getting more machine optimizer nodes. Well, another machine optimizer node, then start building more heaters. Because I think I've got some more heat fuses available. Alright, inventory's full, let's head back, make some more explosive. And work from there. Plenty of explosive powder. What could possibly go wrong with all of that? Right. Iron, cobalt. And also I should have another heat fuse somewhere. Oxygen fuse. That one. Ah, tier 2 optimizer. Excellent. Heat multiplier fuse. Right, what do we need for a tier 2 fuse? Obsidian. And lots of it. Okay, well that's in the cave, nice and easy. I have got inventory space, yes. Alright, obsidian. There we go, there's one bit. Nope, that's silicon. Uraninite, still useful. What I need is obsidian. Volcanic glass. How hard could it be to find it next to active lava flows? Turns out pretty easy. There's a second bit, and there's a third. Is there anything behind here? Just a crate with nothing of value. Unless I am really, really desperate for titanium later on. Come on. Obsidian. Don't get me wrong, uraninites are useful, but I really, really, really want obsidian. That's 4 chunks. 2 more. 2 more. Come on. Oxygen's down to 50%. I should have popped a couple more capsules. Right. Well, I suppose I can argue that one's good enough to be going on with, because for one thing, if I remember correctly, the tier 2 optimizers have a larger radius of effect. Oh, there's a bit. And they can stack multiple fuses. So I can, in effect, get something like double my money. Alright, 6 bits of obsidian. And there's the exit. No, don't get distracted. 6 is quite enough. That'll make 2 tier 2 optimizers, and, well, it all helps. Bonk. Alright, tier 2 optimizers, that's all I actually needed to grab. Okay. So, we'll strip the heat fuse out of this. Then we'll dismantle it. Bingo, uranium rod and explosive. Perfect. Deploy tier 2 optimizer. Capacity 8 machines and 3 fuses. Okay. Right, so those are now boosted to 1000%. If I can find another fuse, we can get them up to 1800%. And then stick another 3 bingo, heat multiplier fuse. And then we can stick another 3 heaters in to take full effect. Right, so heat fuse established, tripled up to 1500%. Now let's get some tier 4 heaters built. Iridium rod. And what I should really do is get an optimizer going to boost the drills. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, tier 2 machine optimizer. Pop you in the middle there. And we want to get you started at some point with pressure fuses, which I should have at least one of. Pressure multiplier fuse, there we go. More super alloy. Oxygen fuse. Yeah, could work. Well, I thought I had bingo, another pressure fuse. Iridium rod. Okay, I thought I had a 3rd pressure fuse, but apparently not. Okay. Yeah. Deal with this, then get some water from the condenser. So, yoinked, and 2 fuses. So these drills are now working at 10 times efficiency, at least as far as pressure is concerned. Where's the report? Come on. Alright, heat. Oh no, it's boosting heat as well. 1500. 4.75 picokelvin per second, 1500% boost. Wait, is that? Oh, it's boosting off the. They're boosting off each other because they're in range that aren't higher priority machines. Okay. Fair enough. I'll take it. Alright, quick refill of oxygen, grab some water, chug some water, stuff the uranites into process as and when we have some spare time. There we go, and next concern is tier 4 heat. Okay, build another one. Tier 4 heater. Check him. Check its output. 1500%. Excellent. And another iridium rod needed to get heater number 7 or 8 built. Just do a quick head count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I want to build 2 more heaters and 1 more tier 4 drill. Right. Check your output, 1500%. Good. Right, super alloy and iridium rod. Okay, heat is starting to tickle on. Right, iridium rod and super alloys. Am I running out of super alloy again? Could really check the crushers, see what they're producing. 3 bits of pulsar quartz left. Super alloy. A bit of iridium rod. Right. Bingo, there we go. Should be fine on power. Confirm it's boosted. Yep, we're good. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so that's the heaters all taking advantage. Next job is a tier 4 drill. 3 bits of ultimium and 5 bits of super alloy. Oh, I never got around to upgrading these, did I? Iron and titanium. That was a completely different instrument mix. Ha! That's all. Whoa, oh boy. Please say that's just the weather. Really don't need it to start raining rocks right now. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. And actually back up a load of cobalt as well, because I want to make some more oxygen capsules. Hopefully we get some uraninite production. Because it's gonna need a lot of they need a lot of super alloy to get this working. Alright, oxygen capsules done. Cobalt 2 bits thereof. Aluminium 2 bits thereof. Start compacting again. Oh, titanium. Of course it's subbing titanium I'm short of, isn't it? Right, more super alloy. How much have I got? 1, 2, 3 bits I need for tier 4 drill. I need another 2 bits of super alloy. Okay, let's hope the uraninite was generous. The uraninite was not generous. And I am coming up... Oh, unless... I am reluctant to do this, but if I shove this rod through deconstruction... Standard issue super alloy. Alright. And... oh yes, osmium. Can't say I'm wildly having to do that, but... considering the difference in pressure, it's worth it. What did I need? Oh yes, more osmium. 1 bit. Do I... you know what, we'll dismantle an osmium rod. It's quicker than going on a scavenger run. Alright, tier 4 drill. And it should be boosted. Come on, where's the report feed? There we go. Yep, 1000% boost. So 4,600 nanopascals compared to 170 nanopascals. Yeah, definitely need to get a few more of those built. Hey Dale, welcome, welcome. Just starting to take advantage of boosters and optimizers to really kick the terraforming progress up. Unfortunately, as is usually the way of things, we're running out of super alloys again. Right, osmium. Actually, no, I'm getting up on built, can't I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that should be enough for another tier 4 drill. 1 bit short. You're kidding me. There we go, 1 bit. Right, chug a water bottle, grab a bit of super alloy. Let's go pick up that. Check the power reading first. 830 kilowatts available. Great. Don't need to worry too much about that, but I do need to bear in mind the fact that we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to dismantle one of the drills. Well, first to make space, and secondly to clear the room in the optimizer. Alright, let that all tumble. And then tier 4 drill. Oop, had it for a second. Done. Okay, and confirm optimization. Yep, there we go. Alright, so sorted and come on, aluminium. No, that's going nowhere for the moment. Iron, titanium. Can't grab that aluminium yet, but can snag up the rest of this. Right side, that does free up quite a bit of titanium for me to convert into super alloy. It could work out. Just need to push things. Yoink. Okay, what do we need for more super alloy? Looks like... well, I should be able to get one bit. No, cobalt and aluminium. Alright, got some cobalt. Aluminium. You know what? There's going to be no aluminium available. Terrific. Something horrific. Okay. Find storage for all of this for the moment then. If nothing else, I can make another container. Yoink. Start dropping off metals. Boop. Right, so we have explosives. We have successfully pushed atmospheric production as far as it's practical to do so at the moment, unless I send another rocket up. Do something. Yeah, see if we can do something with the pressure. Boink. Alright, let's see. Seed spreader rocket, super alloy, oxygen multiplier, part multiplier, 2 bits of super alloy. Actually, no, I've got some in the crushers, 3 bits of silicon. Don't really need the iridium, but giving pressure generation a boost has its options. And now we can start producing life. What do you mean, playing God? That's the point, isn't it? Oh, that's an issue. You. I could get another flower spreader going, but I need super alloy. In the meantime, I'm just going to confine myself to pulling the 400 seed out and sticking in the 600 seed to push the oxygen levels a bit. Right. Super alloy. There we go. I've got 2 bits and some silicon. So here's the question. Do I send the rocket up to boost pressure generation or build the flower spreader? Oxygen is coming up noticeably. Pressure is struggling a little at the moment, so I think we're going to go for the pressure rocket. I need some more, one last bit of silicon. Come on, silicon. Also note to self, I have got a decent stock of titanium in storage. Need to remember that next time I'm doing an alloy conversion run. Okay, launch pad. Launch pad. Oh, there it is. Also, I need to see what's available on the Terra tokens, don't I? Come on, round we go. Boost to the launch pad. Construct a pressure generator rocket. And send it. Off you go. Oh boy. Bill's really not much better than Jeb, is he? And now try to ignore the fact that it's going to be raining iridium for the next few minutes. Okay. Terra tokens rocket. What can I get? Coca seeds, wheat seeds, multiplier fuses. Another pressure multiplier fuse would be good, but I've only got 1600 tokens available. Energy multiplier fuse 6000. Drones, and then it gets really expensive. Right, so nothing worth going for there unless I start selling stuff. It's a totally attractive profit, it has to be said. Right, water. Okay, right, pressure generation. Well, we're up into the Pascal scale rather than the millipascals, and it did give a suitable boost. So shoved it up by another factor of 10. It's moving. I'll give it that. So I think you can argue next priority is going to be developing biomass. Starting to give basic animal life and plant life a kick. Heat's generating reasonably well. Oxygen's coming up nicely. Well below breathable, of course, but we're getting there. And we're up to 5.5 Giga TI. So progress is being made. Bear in mind the ultimate goal is, I think, 5 Tera TI. So we are 0.1% of the way there. The good news is it should get much faster once we start getting life established. Because I've got the biomass, the kick it needs. Oh, that's why I need the tier 2 fertilizer. Create new insects. So I need insect hives to get those going as well. Right, progress screens, what's available? Water filters, teleporters, tier 3 spreaders, osmium. Ah, that's what I need to power the reactor, isn't it? Fusion energy cell, not pulsar quartz. Okay. Right, heat tech tree is maxed. 6,000 parts per billion to get the tier 2 tree spreader. Need to push the oxygen on that. And the water life collector unlocks 87 parts per million. Pushing towards tier 3 or extraction. Yeah, progress, I suppose. Let's go see what's in the biolabs. Not much to note there, but that's just more of the same. Heaters are busy. Blueprint unlocks. Alright, biomass spreader. Tier 2 food grade. Okay, I need to get 35 tons of biomass for that. Beehives at 80 tons of plants. But I need that to get the beehives established and start breeding insects. So, need to give plant life a kick. Which means flower spreaders, algae spreaders, you name it. If it's going to grow things, it's going to get built. Right, fertilizer. For which I need super alloy. For which I need a lot of super alloy. The other option is to send a plant rocket up. I do have a spare rocket motor. Yes, that would, I think, give a flat 10 times bonus. So we're doing 20 kilos a second instead of 2 kilos a second. Plant spreader. Let's... Oh, super alloy. Of course. What did I expect? I need to get some aluminium from somewhere. Well, nobody said it was going to be simple. Let's see what I've got in storage. Just need 2 bits of super alloy, so there's 1 bit of aluminium. Oh, and while I'm at it, come here. 1 bit of titanium. 2 bits of titanium, magnesium. Second bit of aluminium. Second bit, 2 bits of iron. Right, should just need silicon, cobalt. Okay, this might be more doable than I thought. Shove that bauxite into process. Grab some silicon. Alright, should have cobalt outside. We'll get the bauxite processing. Okay, cobalt. Go jam this into the fabricator. 1 bit. And just need some silicon to make the second bit. Check the other... Okay, nope, never mind, we've got 1 there. Recycle the dolomite for further processing. And the bauxite is picking up aluminium, so that's all fine. There's some silicon. Alright, job is job. So, 3rd bit of super alloy constructed. Now let's try to get this plant spreader rocket into space. Because 10 times that is worth, well, 20 more flower spreaders. 18 more flower spreaders. Okay, mutagen, and then we're good. I think I've got some in storage. Have to check. Nope. Tier 3 mutagen, not quite what I'm after. Bacteria sample. Okay, what do I need for mutagen? Methane cartridge. Okay. Stack you. Methane, and we have mutagen. Nobody let this near... Well, there aren't any amphibians nearby, but nobody let this near any amphibians. If we do get some, we'll have a pizza shortage before you know it. Alright, plant spreader, go. Alright, Joe, try to keep it pointed the right way this time. Nobody asked why the main body of the rocket is just a giant plant. And who cares? It hasn't crashed. So we have got seeds spreading across the planet. Yay! Let's go check what that's done to the general output. Let's see, biomass. There we... I was hoping for more. Up to 19 tons. 2 kilos per second. It may need a little while to kick in. There we go. Seeds starting to spread. Hopefully that's done the job. 2167, 50 grams per second. It's fairly sure that's what it was pushing out before. Huh. Alright, well it was worth a try. Let's grab some more aluminium, cobalt, magnesium, iron. I've got titanium in storage, so we can at least get another plant spreader going. Yoink. fertilizer. Okay, so fertilizer, sulfur, 2 bits eggplant, and 3 bits of algae. Let's get another plant spreader up near the fuse. That's another point. I should upgrade that to a tier 2 optimizer. Get the other oxygen fuses in. Fertilizer. There we go. Shed some water. Check what I need. Okay, we're good on this point. Flower spreader. Actually, which of these chucks out more plant matter? Let's see. Plant matter 23 per second, 43 per second. Biodome is irrelevant. Okay, so flower spreader it is. Let's run this down to the machine optimizer. Get it going. Get a seed in to get it established. 900% boosted. Right, tier 2 optimizer. I need more obsidian. Okay, water filter is deployed. Okay, oxygen production's taken off, so that's something. Still need more plant generation. We're certainly getting just shy of 3 kilos a second. Oh well. Work is work. Let's go get some more obsidian, get this 3rd tier 2 optimizer built and give the oxygen boost another kick. Obsidian. Obsidian, wherefore art thou, obsidian? Need some food as and when as well. Come on. Shouldn't be too hard to find this stuff. Snacks me around the night while I'm here. Got plenty of iridium at the moment. Alright. Push up and round, see what we get. I wonder if it would be worth relocating the ore extractor over to one of the on that. Over to one of those large obsidian chunks we saw. Worth considering. Oh. Super alloy meteors! Yay! That's a lot of... That's a very concentrated barrage coming down. I think this is super alloy barrage. Oof. Okay, that was a mistake. Rock to the face. Whoops. Not ready yet. Fine, be like that. Oopsie. On the bright side, that was a lot of super amp. So, if you'll excuse me, I'm going collecting. Did the music have to get cheery after I just got brutally murdered by an asteroid shower? Where was I? There. Yes, happy, cheery music. After you got beamed in the head by a... Yeah. Best not think about it. Okay. I'd still need that obsidian, though. Well, you know what? Under the circumstances, I think the reasonable thing to say is Geronimo! Obsidian? Alright. Very poor decision making! Again. Don't let go of the jetpack. Convection? Who cares? Right, yeah, this is a bad place to be, and I suspect I wasn't supposed to be here, given that we're under some of the geometry. Yoink. Don't think you were meant to come down here, yours. Ever. Now, is there a way back up? Ha ha ha. Oopsie. Oh, well, I can probably unstuck myself. Come on. Ah, no, no, there we go. Rockets. Go, jetpack. Save me from it. Ooh, there's purple over there. North and east. Bear that in mind. Okay, right. One slightly ill-advised Geronimo later. Do we have any more obsidian? It's not looking promising, is it? Got some fertilizer, uranium rod, rocket engine, all sorts of other useful stuff, but I need obsidian. It's not looking promising, is it? I mean, really, I should be looking where water is colliding with lava, but, sorry, I thought I... Oh, yeah, well, capsule. Well. Job is jobbed, I think. So, the quest for obsidian will continue tomorrow, assuming I don't decide to play something else on stream. And we'll see how it goes. So, thank you all for watching. And until next time, have a good night. Oh. Why have I got mail? Who could possibly be sending me mail? You know what? Change of plan. We'll see who sent the latest round of mail. Please say it isn't hate mail. I mean, I already have enough problems with Sentinel Corps. I don't need Starform robotics trying to kill me. It's going to be hate mail, isn't it? Weep. Message from it's more hate mail. Okay, okay, right. Year 3058. There's only one planet craft on Humble IPs 168. You're actually participating in theft in the misdemeanor. We know it's not your choice, we have proposition. First collect at least 15 logs from the robots scattered across the planet. No, it's not hate mail. It's a job offer. Well, it's not like I owe Sentinel Corps anything, really, is it? Oh, well, time to consider my options later on. But now we know what the logs are for. Question is, do I have 15 of them? Oh well, problem for next time. See you all tomorrow.